Which college? Learn anything, anytime, anywhere education. Whichcollege.co.
Fire! Ow! Fire! Call fire department. Oh, wait. Never mind. Fluffy says that it's he's smudging the house. Yep. Smudging the house. He's been stressing how important it is to indulge in psychic hygiene. Yep. Move that energy. Well, okay. I'm gonna go over here and chew on Fluffy's foot. I'm gonna go smudge the foot so it smells better, get rid of all that bad juju. I don't want his other foot to fall off. Remember, look us up on With the Fluff. Love ya. Bye. Ow.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Arcane Arts. I'm your host, Reverend Jedite. Today I'm honored to speak to you about a fundamental ethical guideline of modern witchcraft, the Wiccan Rede. In the diverse tapestry of Wicca, a contemporary pagan religious movement, the Rede stands as a guiding principle shaping our moral compass. The term Rede comes from Middle English, signifying advice or counsel. The Wiccan Rede is encapsulated in a succinct yet profound phrase found at the end of the document, "And it harm none, do what ye will." Translated, it means, if it does not harm anyone, do whatever you want. This simple yet profound statement embodies the essence of Wiccan ethics. However, I will note that in some branches of Wicca, along with some individual practitioners, the word will is defined as being that of one's true will, one's spiritual calling. In that case, the translated version would be that if it does not harm anyone, do whatever is in line with your true will or your spiritual calling. If you're interested in the concept of true will, which generally comes from Thelema, a religious and magical philosophy created by Aleister Crowley, I do have an article about it on my website, wiccan.pw. Let us move on, though, and discuss the ethical foundations of the Rede. At the heart of the Wiccan Rede, it is our ethical philosophy that serves as a guiding light for our practitioners. The ethical foundations of the Rede are rooted in several key principles: personal responsibility, avoiding harm, respect for life, interconnectedness, and unity. To elaborate on those, personal responsibility. The Wiccan Rede places immense importance on personal responsibility. Wiccans believe that individuals are accountable for their own actions and the impact those actions have on the world around them. This sense of responsibility extends beyond mere personal conduct. It encompasses a broader awareness of how one's choices ripple through the interconnected web of life. Wiccans are encouraged to think critically about the consequences of our actions, fostering a mindful approach to decision-making in both mundane, which is non-magical, and in magical contexts. Avoiding harm. At the core of the Rede is the principle of non-harm, encapsulated in the phrase, "and it harm none." This principle emphasizes the importance of avoiding actions that cause harm to others. Others being humans, animals, and the environment around us. As Wiccans, we recognize the interconnectedness of all living beings and understand that causing harm disrupts the delicate balance of nature. By committing to non-harm, practitioners actively contribute to the well-being of the earth and its inhabitants, fostering a sense of compassion and empathy. Respect for life. The Wiccan Rede instills a deep respect for all forms of life. Wiccans view every being as sacred and deserving of reverence, be it a tree, an animal, or a fellow human being. This respect is not limited to the physical realm, it extends to the spiritual and energetic dimensions as well. Wiccans believe that the existence of spiritual energies within all living things, acknowledging the inherent divinity present in every aspect of nature. This recognition of the sacredness of life informs our ethical choices, encouraging us to nurture and protect life in all of its forms. Interconnectedness and unity. A fundamental belief underpinning the Rede's ethical foundation is the concept of interconnectedness. Wiccans perceive all living beings as being interconnected, woven into a vast tapestry of life. This interconnectedness fosters a sense of unity and solidarity among all beings, encouraging mutual respect and understanding. Wiccans recognize that actions reverberate through this intricate web, affecting not only individuals but the collective consciousness of humanity. By honoring our interconnectedness with all life, practitioners of Wicca cultivate a profound sense of empathy, recognizing the struggles and joys shared by all living beings. In essence, the ethical foundations of the Wiccan Rede reflect a holistic worldview that values personal responsibility, non-harm, respect for all life, the environmental consciousness, and the interconnectedness of all things. By embracing these principles, Wiccans strive to create a world where compassion, harmony, and balance reign supreme, fostering a deep sense of spiritual fulfillment and ethical integrity within the individual and within the wider community. The Rede embodies the Wiccan belief in balance and harmony. Wiccans perceive the world as a delicate equilibrium where every action has a reaction, and every choice influences the intricate web of life. By adhering to the Rede, practitioners strive to maintain this balance, fostering a harmonious relationship with the earth and all of its inhabitants. The ethical foundations of the Rede also emphasize environmental consciousness. We are acutely aware of the ecological challenges facing our planet and actively strive to be eco-conscious stewards of the earth. This awareness manifests in sustainable practices, conservation efforts, and a commitment to reducing one's ecological footprint. By embracing an environmentally conscious lifestyle, Wiccans express our gratitude for the Earth's abundant resources and work towards ensuring a harmonious coexistence with nature. Another cornerstone of the Wiccan Rede is its emphasis on free will and personal empowerment. In the realm of Wicca, individuals are regarded as autonomous beings with the inherent right to shape our own destinies. The Rede's affirmation, "If it harm none, do as ye will," encapsulates this principle of an individual agency. We believe in the power of personal choice and the freedom to make decisions that align with our personal beliefs and values. Embracing free will in Wicca means acknowledging that each person possesses the capacity to create their reality. This empowering concept encourages practitioners to take charge of our lives, both spiritually and mundanely. Wiccans often engage in practices such as meditation, ritual, and spellcraft, not only to connect with the divine, but also to harness our inner potential. Through these practices, individuals tap into their own abilities, intuition, and creativity, leading to a profound sense of self-discovery and personal transformation. Furthermore, the concept of free will in Wicca is intertwined with the idea of personal responsibility. Wiccans understand that the choices we make, both magical and mundane, have consequences. Therefore, the freedom to exercise one's will is coupled with the ethical imperative to consider the impact of those choices on oneself, on others, and on the world. This balanced approach to free will fosters a sense of accountability, ensuring our personal empowerment is wielded responsibly and in harmony with the ethical principles of the Rede. In addition to guiding ethical conduct, the Wiccan Rede plays a pivotal role in magical practices. Wiccans who engage in spell work and rituals adhere to the Rede's principles when crafting our intentions. By ensuring our magical endeavors do not cause harm to others, as practitioners we align our spells with the ethical framework of the Rede. This conscious approach to magic underscores the Wiccan belief in the power of intuition, intention, and the responsibility that comes with wielding magical energies. In addition to guiding ethical conduct, the Wiccan Rede also plays a pivotal role in magical practices. Wiccans who engage in spell work and rituals adhere to the Rede's principles when crafting their intentions. By ensuring that our magical endeavors do not cause harm to others, we align our spells with the ethical framework of the Rede. This consciousness approach to magic underscores the Wiccan belief in the power of intention and the responsibility that comes with wielding those magical energies. It is important to note that interpretations of the Wiccan Rede can vary among practitioners. While the basic principle remains consistent, individual witches and covens might have nuanced perspectives on what constitutes harm and how the Rede should be applied in specific situations. Some adhere strictly to the Rede's literal interpretation, while others view it as a flexible guideline that can be adapted to different contexts. This diversity of interpretation showcases the richness and adaptability of Wiccan beliefs. Let us move on to discuss the rules of magic. Magic itself does not necessarily have any hard and fast rules, although which traditional Wicca or which tradition of magic you practice may have some specific to that tradition. This list of rules is from Oberon Zale Ravenheart's Grimoire for the Apprentice Wizard, and I have found these rules to be very practical and very helpful, and I would like to share them along with my thoughts on them with you. The rules that are listed. Magic is real. Know yourself. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Question authority. Magic is both an art and an experimental science. Be watchful of what you do and what you say. Intention controls results. Don't invoke what you can't banish. Always consider the options. The job isn't done until you've put away the tools and cleaned up the mess. Keep silent regarding a magical work for 24 hours, lest your analysis create doubt, thereby weakening the intent that binds your spell. So what do these rules mean? Magic is real. When we perform magic, when we raise energy, shape it to our intent, our will, through spells, incantations, and evocations, this is real. What we are doing is real, and it will have real effects. The beings that you call forth from within our magical circle exist in the spirit realm. Magic is real. It is not a metaphor. The symbols and correspondences that we learn are tools to enable us to control our reality. Know yourself. Socrates once told his students that an unexamined life is not worth living. As we travel the path of a witch, a wizard, a sorcerer, a mage, whatever you call yourself, you will maintain a magical journal, which we will discuss momentarily. Your notes and observations will help you learn not only who you are, what you want, and what your magical practice looks like. Through meditation and focus, you learn why you respond to events and things in a specific way. And as you learn more about yourself, you will gain the knowledge you need to change and become who you want to be. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It is human nature to want to know what is going to happen. Many people throughout history and in our current time have turned to psychics and forms of divination to learn what lies ahead. The magical practitioner has the power to create the future we want. To manifest what you desire will enable you to predict your future. Question authority. Why is a very powerful question. As a new practitioner, you must question why sometimes, and ask why things are done a certain way. Understanding why leads to a clearer understanding of how. Your ability to question why something is being asked of you or expected of you will protect you from those who wish to do you harm or use you for their own ends. However, questioning can and must be done with respect for the person who's teaching you. you also must remember that you must at times stand up and say no. When a teacher or someone asks you to do something that goes against what you know to be in your best interest, or what goes against your own moral beliefs. Your ability to question will protect you from others. Be certain that you understand why before you act. Respect those that have come this way before, and learn from them. But if they say it can't be done, chances are it can be done. And if there's another way of achieving the same goal, I say go for it if it works for you. Magic is both an art and an experimental science. Some people are naturally good at magic. However, those that are not necessarily good with it let me rephrase that. However, those who it does not come naturally to can get good, you just have to put more effort into it. Remember that authors, writers, lecturers try to share magic the best way they can, but that doesn't mean it will work perfectly for you. Experiment. Don't be afraid to try different things and different ways of doing things. Use what others who have learned and have taught you as a guide. It is not the law. And as you maintain your magical journal, you will realize that it is an experimental science. You will be documenting what you do and your results, and figuring out what works for you. But also, it is an art. You are free to modify it, to adapt it, to take what others have done and remix it. Find what works for you. Intention controls results. This may be the most important of these rules. Intention controls results. Our most powerful magical tool is our intention, our will to manifest what we desire. When we raise energy, when we cast a spell, it is at the end of the day our intention that shapes it. It is our intention that guides it. For example, if we wish to, if it's our intention to become a good student, we can do magic to do so. With magic, it is extremely important to be very clear with our intention before we start our working. Be watchful of what you say and what you do. Magic happens all the time, not just when you're in ritual. As you get more advanced and you learn how to harness power easier and easier, it is possible to accidentally raise or release magical energy when you don't mean to. Be watchful of what you do and what you say. Don't invoke what you can't banish. Remember, magic is real. When you summon the elements, when you summon deities and spirits to your magical circle, they are real. They do exist, and they will be present when called. Remember that some are friendlier than others. They all have their own agenda, which may or may not align with yours. It is important that anything that you summon to you, that you invoke, you can send it back to their realm. And you should be able to, and you must make sure that you can banish them, you can send them away before you invoke them. You don't want to get stuck invoking something and then be stuck with it because you can't banish it away. Always consider the options. There are always options. Various ways to act or not to act. Magic operates within the greater laws of the universe. It remains true that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Your analysis of the options to any given situation must include an understanding of the consequences to the best of your ability. Sometimes a third or fourth option is better than the either or option that we think are our only choices. The rule is to always think before you act. The job isn't done until you've put the tools away and cleaned up the mess. This is true whether you're doing your math homework, building a model, or casting a spell. Your task is not complete until you've put everything in its place and returned your space to its neutral state. A magical circle left in disarray will drain the focus from your working and undo what you have worked to create. Keep silent regarding a magical work for 24 hours. Lest your analysis creates doubt, thereby weakening the intention that binds your spell. As I mentioned, your intention controls your results. Once your working is complete and you've cleaned up your space to its proper state, make brief notes about your ritual and then put it away in your mind. Don't talk about it to others. Don't even try to sit there and analyze it in your own mind. Analysis can lead to doubt, and that doubt will harm your intention and the focus, reducing the positive energy flowing into your working. Record what you did, and then wait 24 hours before you start thinking on it, before you start analyzing it, and before you discuss it with those that you may trust. As we travel the path of a new practitioner, these rules will make more sense, and as you learn them and how to adopt them into your practice, they will strengthen you and protect you. Now, as these videos are meant to be a lesson plan, the Arcane Arts series is meant that if you watch each video in turn, you will get a complete course on magic and in Wicca. So I'm going to go ahead and set your first homework. I would like you to create a magical journal. Get yourself a place to keep a journal, be it a physical notebook, a 3-ring binder, or even just a designated file or collection of files on your computer. Some will say that handwritten physical notes are better than digital. In my practice, they're just as good. Now, what I would like you to do in your magical journal is start off by re-reviewing our first video, the last one that I did, about what is Wicca and what is magic. And I would like you to make notes in your journal, describing in your own words what is Wicca and what is magic or witchcraft. Then I would also like you to take a minute to write down what do you want to get out of practicing the Wiccan religion, and what do you want to get out of practicing magic, practicing witchcraft. After you do that, I would like you to go and write down your notes about the Wiccan Rede, and write down the rules of magic. You don't necessarily have to give the complete description on each one of them that I provided. Just hit the bullet points. This journal will not only record your personal growth, it will begin to form your personal sacred book, your personal religious text. It will become not only a record of your path, but a record of what you do and what you practice. I'm Reverend Jedite. I thank you for joining me today here at the Arcane Arts. I wish you the best of luck in your practices, and I will have another video next week for you. In the meantime, feel free to follow me on YouTube. Just search for the Temple of the Starry Sky. You can also visit my website at wiccan.pw. That's www.wican.pw. And if you're a member of the Corellian tradition and would like to join my actual temple, the Temple of the Starry Sky, there is information on my website about that also. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and may you blessed be. Take care.